4. B. Ed preparation. Subject: psychology. Unit: practice, retention, memory and forgetting. Group A. Multiple choice questions. 1. The ability to predict the consequence of a behavior in the novel, new, is known as A. Generalization. B. Practice. C. Retention. D. Transfer.
Correct answer. D. Transfer.
2. Which of the following is a learned behavior? A. Fish swimming in water. B. Birds making the nest. C. Child recognizing his/her mother. D. Contracting it is for bright light.
Correct answer. C. Child recognizing his/her mother.
3. Practice is a process which is related to a rate of learning. B. Amount of learning. C. Needs of learning. D. Ability of learning.
Correct answer. B. Amount of learning.
4. Forgetting an unpleasant experience is an example of A. Decay. B. Fading. C. Blocking. D. Repression.
Correct answer. D. Repression.
5. The capacity to preserve learning experience for a time is known as A. Fixation. B. Retention. C. Recognition. D. Retrieval.
Correct answer. B. Retention.
6. Which practice is essential for increasing retention? A. Massed practice. B. Distributed practice. C. Whole practice. D. Reinforced practice.
Correct answer. D. Reinforced practice.
7. Which memory remains in our memory store for a very short duration? A. Sensory impression. B. Short-term memory. C. Working memory. D. Recognition.
Correct answer. A. Sensory impression.
8. Retrieval is related to A. Encoding. B. Storage. C. Recall. D. Fixation.
Correct answer. C. Recall.
9. Which type of forgetting is easy to recall? A. Fading. B. Blocking. C. Suppression. D. Distortion.
Correct answer. C. Suppression, conscious.
10. Mnemonics is a technique of memorization in which A. Memory is increased by practice. B. Learning is coded. C. Objects are linked with another. D. Learning is made meaningful.
Correct answer. D. Learning is made meaningful.
11. Retroactive interference is A. Forgetting of learning because of prior experience. B. Forgetting of learning because of later experience. C. Forgetting of learning because of negative experience. D. Forgetting of learning because of distorted experience. Correct answer. B. Forgetting of learning because of later experience. 12. According to Ebbinghaus is the cause of forgetting. A. Repression. B. Interference. C. Lapse of time. D. Emotional disturbance.
Correct answer. C. Lapse of time.
13. The repetition of response in the presence of same stimulus is termed as A. Recognition. B. Recall. C. Memory. D. Practice.
Correct answer. D. Practice.
14. The amount of material lost over a period of time is known as A. Forgetting. B. Memory. C. Transfer. D. Retention. Correct answer. A. Forgetting. 15. Which another term they psychologists use for knowledge of result? A. Feedback. B. Practice. C. Memory. D. Forgetting.
Correct answer. A. Feedback.
16. Which of the following identifies previously learned materials? A. Retention. B. Recognition. C. Recall. D. Reconstruction.
Correct answer. B. Recognition.
17. Which of the following factors has high resistance to forgetting? A. Overlearning and discrimination. B. Recitation and sublimation. C. Meaningfulness and repression. D. Meaningfulness and organization.
Correct answer. C. Meaningfulness and repression.
18. Which of the following is not a contribution of psychology to the practice of education? A. It solves the problems of discipline. B. It provides a guideline in using audiovisual aids. C. It uses co-curricular activities effectively. D. It gives theological impetus to education.
Correct answer. D. It gives theological impetus to education.
19. The cause of forgetting according to Freud. A. Lapse of time. B. Repression. C. Interference. D. Emotional disturbances.
Correct answer. B. Repression.
20. Which of the following confirms the behavior? A. Motivation. B. Reinforcement. C. Practice. D. Transfer.
Correct answer. B. Reinforcement.
21. Who had proposed the psychoanalytic theory of forgetting? A. Pavlov. B. Freud. C. Skinner. D. Kafka.
Correct answer. B. Freud.
22. Which of the following practice is needed for increasing retention? A. Massed practice. B. Distributed practice. C. Whole practice. D. Delayed practice.
Correct answer. B. Distributed practice.
23. Which of the following is not stage of memory? A. Coding. B. Storage. C. Impression. D. Retrieval.
Correct answer. C. Impression.
24. Which of the following practice is needed for decreasing error? A. Massed practice. B. Distributed practice. C. Reinforced practice. D. Whole practice.
Correct answer. C. Reinforced practice.
25. Which practice schedule is required for increasing memory? A. Whole practice. B. Massed practice. C. Distributed practice. D. Reinforced practice.
Correct answer. C. Distributed
26.
practice.
Practice is directly related to A. Amount of learning. B. Rate of learning. C. Eagerness to learn. D. Satisfaction from learning.
Correct answer. A. Amount of learning.
27. Which of the following statements are correct? A. Practice is essential condition for long-term learning. B. Reinforced practice is needed for correction for errors. C. Mass practice is useful for developing clear concept. D. Mass practice is useful for developing clear concept.
Correct answer. A. Practice is essential condition for long-term learning.
28. Which of the following law of learning develops efficiency and helps for longer retention? A. Law of readiness. B. Law of practice. C. Law of effect. D. Law of attitude.
Correct answer. B. Law of practice.
29. Receiving, coding, storage and retrieval is the process of A. Information gaining. B. Information processing. C. Gaining memory. D. Avoiding retention.
Correct answer. C. Gaining memory.
30. What term is used if the present or new learning interferes past learning? A. Proactive inhibition. B. Retroactive inhibition. C. Past active inhibition. D. Non-interactive inhibition.
Correct answer. B. Retroactive inhibition.
31. Which of the following directly depends upon the interest and motivation of a person? A. Learning process. B. Maturation process. C. Growth process. D. Heredity process.
Correct answer. A. Learning process.
32. What does proactive inhibition mean? A. New learning interferes original learning. B. Original learning interferes new learning. C. New learning helps past learning. D. Original learning helps new learning.
Correct answer. B. Original learning interferes new learning.
33. If the previous learning interferes with the new learning is called A. Retroactive inhibition. B. Practice inhibition. C. Proactive inhibition. D. None of the above.
Correct answer. C. Proactive inhibition.
34. Which term describes practice that continues after a perfect recall has been scored? A. Meaningfulness. B. Overlearning. C. Retention. D. Relearning.
Correct answer. B. Overlearning.
35. Who has defined the forgetting is failing to retain whatever has been acquired? A. Plato. B. Leibniz. C. Watson. D. Moon.
Correct answer. D. Moon.
36. Which of the following is not types of practice? A. Massed and distributed practice. B. Whole and part practice. C. Reinforced and blind practice. D. Quick and slow practice.
Correct answer. D. Quick and slow practice.
37. What changes is considered the product of learning? A. Physical. B. Reinforcement. C. Exercise. D. Behavior.
Correct answer. D. Behavior.
38. The behavior which initiates learning is A. Emotional behavior. B. Entering behavior. C. Verbal behavior. D. Problem-solving behavior.
Correct answer. B. Entering behavior, knowledge, skill, attitude.
39. Which of the following is not measurement technique of retention? A. Recognition. B. Recall. C. Relearning. D. Practice.
Correct answer. D. Practice.
40. Which of the following factor affecting memory? A. Method used in learning. B. Characteristics of the immaterial. C. Factors within the person. D. All of the above.
Correct answer. D. All of the above.
41. Which of the following is not the theory of forgetting? A. Theory of use. B. Theory of disuse. C. Theory of interference. D. Theory of trace transformation.
Correct answer. A. Theory of use.